got going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Watch 17, watch 17. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go now. Green 30.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight right. Leopard. Gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Deion Jones. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And now out comes Houston. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Ohio! We got 4. Here we go. Motion.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Harris has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Allen. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen to throw once more. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 17-14. Gano out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are in for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Colts coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard. Check. Hot. Hot.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now, check. Patriot. Now let's go.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
A final shot before half for Allen. And that is incomplete. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Ohio! Flex round! Hut!
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go! What? 90! Flex round! Hut!
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Here we go! What? 90!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that is incomplete here. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Flex round! 4 down. Check. Hut!
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hold on. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Snap comes at one, and it's Allen. Buying time to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jalen Smith in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Please be considerate of angry fans who use radios or handheld telephones.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hey. Four down. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Take the edge.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Gun!
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen got his target, Samuel. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Allen now on 1st down to mix it on the check down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd
Fucking
down.
levels.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter.
Did they call about my medicine?
Be aware of the ball matchup you're at.
Alright.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Gone! Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone!
Now Allen again. Being chased down left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's...
Damn, you start using the microwave?
...going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
My God.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind.
I was fucking lagging.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Oh my fucking God.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
Just threw a fucking pick because it was lagging.
Stop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
3-19! 3-19!
My fucking God.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Mike Bennett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go now! 3-19! 3-19!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice.
Well, why do y'all come open up the blind in the this window so some sunlight can come in?
Basketball, right? Release the
Please.
ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, this is Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the rookie.
My God, it's fucking lagging so bad.
Back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it.
I just threw two interceptions because it was lagging.
Now in Indianapolis. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now running right through it. And he's brought down.
My fucking God.
Before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Detroit.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw, it's Allen. His throw
No, bitch.
incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Hot.
From the gun, it's Allen. He dropped
Nope,
it.
Nicky.
Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So the drive
You guys just cost me the game.
does give him the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Mom, I need some water, please.
Through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Would you mind opening that up? Just take that down so the sunlight can come in that side.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and
probably
get us
opens
going
blind.
in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Thank you.
Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll set up a throw, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Flex round. Flex round. Hot. Hot.
Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Hot. Hot.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh my God.
It's incomplete.
Cover 3 again.
Rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps, but a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
And note I'm thinking right here, in the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
On 1st down, Allen finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
No fucking weak ass fucking play like that.
Down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Hot.
Now Allen. It fights him off.
So fucking bullshit.
Incomplete.
No way he's fucking throwing the dude off like that.
Probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Colts on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Allen now operating from the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there.
Oh, nigga. The fuck you pause it for?
I don't care. I haven't got him, Daddy. But I told you guys, cause this bitch keeps saying that she's gonna get him, and then no, 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 and then yes, yes, yes. So she pisses me off.
A little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
For sure. For sure.
Uh-huh.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th
Wait, I'm
down.
gonna look in the league if you can go for it.
Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Yeah, see if you can go for it.
And the play
What
clock
league
is
is
going to
this?
run out here. They're in
Huh?
no hurry to get a play.
Don't worry about it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves it back.
Don't put it down.
Can I post my picture real quick?
No.
Out trots the kicker
Why?
in a big
Because I said
spot
so.
here.
You had my fucking phone again this morning.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
When? Cause Grandma was up. See, I know you're lying cause Grandma was up.
Oh, dude, you meant try my.
Okay. Let me go. There you go. I'm gonna give you some more shrimp, and I'm gonna go in her room and get a bottle. We'll get the bottle that she has. I'll post a picture real fast and then get off.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, winds up pushing him back.
That one's not
Sure
host, right?
enough,
I
the
can
field
post
goal
that?
comes up
What?
short.
That picture.
On what?
On Facebook. That's not host, right?
Some good
I don't know, you guys
going
your grandmother.
on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Red 38!
They pitch it out to Cook. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a run
Yeah,
down
that's
because
fine.
sometimes
But
you get out of your
afterwards, I need to
gaps.
get
You
off.
don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier.
Fucking God.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Grandma ordered me Grandma ordered me chocolate from.
Order what?
Ordered chocolate from Edibles Arrangement
For who?
for your birthday.
No, she didn't.
You'll see it when you believe it.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game.
try to run for it with Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Okay, I'm going.
Right back to him on first down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Get off.
I'm going.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Get off.
I'm going. Okay, I'm gonna get off right now.
They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Okay, I'm gonna get off.
He'll get it up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And his kick here is good. And the Texans are going to win the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
What What is
So
your
for the
birthday, May 9th,
Texans,
right?
it'll be a
What?
500
May
start
9th?
as the win gets them back to
Yes.
2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch
Put it
you
down.
next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, I'm going. Okay, hold on.